Come on in, come on in. So, all of you, I am back. I am live again. Yes, again, because I went live earlier. So, if you missed it, I am back. And so, I've prepped a few things. I said I was going to be cooking a pot of soup, of course, Jamaican style soup. And we're just having some peace in the kitchen and letting all wonderful moms know that peace is possible, even when you feel like it's chaotic. And coming home, it's hard sometimes to cook and do everything else, but take that time to just breathe and have a good time in the kitchen. Okay? So, enjoy. And if you're here, come on in, say hi, and let me know where you are tuning in from. All right? Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're here, definitely say hi and let me know where you are tuning in from. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful talk out here. Let me know if you're on here. Say hi. Once I see you all coming in, of course, we can have a nice discussion. And so, I'm over here breaking up some garlic. So, I'm sure you all know garlic. This is going to be a part of my base for my soup. Once you all start coming in, definitely say hi and let us begin. Hi, Jessica. How are you? If you're tired cooking dinner or just needing a quiet place to land, come sit with me. So, here I am. I am cooking again. And of course, while we're going to breathe while we cook and slow down, I invite you to peace. You know, get that peace back into your body. And so, we're going to be cooking a pot of Jamaican style soup. And I want to tell you a little bit about it, okay? I would love for you to comment as I am talking. And, let me know if this is something you've had before or not. But the more active you are in the comments, the better off it is, okay? And so, sorry for the noise you might hear in the background, but this is a space for moms who have been holding it together all day. And then, of course, you come home and you're feeling a little stressed, but you can get into the kitchen and you can feel at peace. To tell you the honest truth, the faster you get it done, the faster you can just sit down. Because sometimes you just have to make that food, right? And so Jessica is saying, she said she made soup last night, so we're having soup tonight too. Hey, Portuguese soup in the house, right? And so I'm going to be making my Jamaican style soup. As you can see, I've already started prepping a few things. And so I don't want you to carry everything all on your own. Let's do this together. Definitely like, subscribe, and come on in here. And let's just have a good time and peace and breathe and enjoy the music in the background because we're just going to have a really good time. So, we're going to look at Psalm 4, verse 8, which says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep for you alone, Lord. Make me dwell in safety." Do know that your peace starts before your bedtime. So let's start right here with peace, okay? And so I have my garlic. I have the cloves. I use the organic garlic, okay? And so I am cooking the soup. I am just starting to cook it and it's not done yet, okay? And so with that said, let's get started. So I cut off the tip of the garlic, as you can see here. It's just a little clove. And honestly, I pop it into my soup because I create my own base. Anyone else out here make soup and create their own base? And while we're doing this, let's breathe because we're supposed to be having a time of peace in the kitchen. So I am cutting the garlic here for you, and I'm taking off the little shell, and I'm just dropping it into the pot. As you can see, I already started prepping the pot, of course, and I'm just cutting up the pieces of garlic at the moment and just putting them in because they're going to be the base of my soup. Anyone else out here having soup or have Jamaican style soup? I would love to hear from you. I'm putting the garlic in here and I'm gonna blend it all up. And like I said, instead of using the packets of seasoning, I create my own base. Okay? And let's see here. Jessica says that she makes her own base as well for her soup. If you're on here, definitely like, subscribe, and comment and let me know that you are here. I'd love to give you a shout out. So I'm putting in the garlic into the soup. It's really good, especially now it's cold outside. Of course, you heard a little coughing going on in the background here. You know, it's good for the body. The warming is very good for you. And guess what? The Lord will make a way. You hear the music in the background? I have my handy dandy cutting board. Okay. Putting that into the garbage, getting rid of that. And so next I'm gonna put in my onion as a part of my base. I do also use an organic onion. And so I'm gonna cut the onion. I'm sorry that you can't really see everything because the pot is right there, but I will definitely and absolutely describe it. Here, Jessica is saying, I've never had Jamaican style soup. Is it vegetarian? No, it's not vegetarian. I am actually going to be using some leftover ribs. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're on here, drop in the comments, say hi, and, you know, help me to talk about my soup. And we're in the kitchen having peace. So I'm going to be putting some ribs. I have it in the back pot. And it's boiling. It's been boiling for a while, even before I came on here. So, Jessica is saying that garlic is anti-inflammatory. Definitely very good to ward off colds too. Yes, that is so true. And actually in Jamaica on Saturdays, we usually make soup. Like it's just a traditional thing, but it does have its medicinal, you know, properties that are included, especially if you use fresh ingredients. And let me just tell you that we're going to be having a snowstorm, so I'm kind of getting ahead of it. Usually I would have made this soup early in the morning so that we have it for the, you know, the day, but I actually made some porridge. So if you were on my live earlier, I cooked with everyone on that live. And so you know, I spoke about anytime you put forth the intention to do something good, then sometimes, you know, disruption comes. You know what? It's a part of life. Anytime you have anything good. So I'm here with this lovely, this is actually a Vidalia, like sweet onion. And Jessica is saying that fresh is always best. Yes, it is. Yes, she said, don't forget to like and subscribe. So true. So I'm using this Vidalia onion. And usually the skin comes off so fast. And of course, now that I'm on here, it's taking forever. But that's okay. That is A-okay. Like I said, my base is pumpkin. I showed you guys the pumpkin earlier. My pot has been boiling for a little while now. And I am taking off the skin of this onion to throw it in as part of my base. And yes, fresh is best. No, this soup is not vegetarian. You can make the vegetarian style. If my mother was here, I would be making a vegetarian, or at least putting her part to the side. I'm just throwing away the onion pieces so that I can cut my onion. Oops. And it's like the faster I move, sometimes the slower the actions happen. But for some reason, the skin of this onion is kind of sticking. But it's okay. I am cutting the onion to put, I'm actually going to put the whole onion because it's actually a really nice base. So the onion and the garlic, yes, it's very good to ward off colds. I'm going to put it into my pot. And I'm actually going to blend everything together. And no, I don't usually cut fast. It just happens to be that. So I cut it all up like that. Okay. And I hope you're enjoying the music. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. And so I'm going to be using a Hamilton Beach little immersion blender. Okay. I'm using an immersion blender. And I'm going to blend my base. So it's going to be nice and hearty. Okay. So I am done with the garlic. Put that over here. All right. And let's take out the blender so that you guys can see what I'm doing as I actually make this wonderful soup. I'm going to show you what the blender looks like. All right. So there's two pieces that I'm going to be using. This is the top of it. So I'm going to put it together. So this blender, actually, see the inside? I'm going to pull it back. You can see the inside. It has a little blade. You see that? I'm hoping that you all can see that little blade. On the inside, I'm going to attach this. And then I'm going to plug it in, and I'm going to blend everything inside the pot. So you got to immerse it all the way. Once the base is done, then we start to season the pot. So while I am doing this, my ribs are boiling. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to show you what the pot looks like, or what my base looks like. This is just the start of the soup, so it's not done yet. So Jessica is asking if I already put the pumpkin in, and yes, I did. So Jessica asked if I already put the pumpkin in, and I did. And the pumpkin has been boiling for a while. So some things I did before, but for the most part, I'm just blending the base up in here. So yes, I already added the pumpkin. I didn't put the pumpkin on screen. And so my base is nicely blended. I'm gonna take this off. I wash these off really quickly actually, so that the food doesn't get stuck on it. Enjoy the music, enjoy the music. So, you guys wanna see what the pot looks like? You wanna see what's inside? Oh, I prepped a few things. In here, I have my dumpling, so I put a cold cloth over it so that the dough doesn't get hard. I'm gonna put that into my soup. And you really wanna see this pot? I think I'm gonna have to lean it a little. I don't know. It's gonna be hard for you to see what's in there, but you see, this is what my base looks like. Okay, so it's actually orange like the pumpkin. So now I'm gonna season my pot. I put some allspice in here. Okay. I usually get the Badia, but you can get any good brands. You can just put a few kernels because allspice has a very strong taste. I put just a few kernels into my soup. It gives it a really good flavor. As much as I put those bases in there, I do add a little bit of garlic powder into my soup just to kind of enhance the flavor. And then I like to add red crushed pepper for a little spice. Now here's the thing. In Jamaica, we usually put Scotch bonnet pepper, but for today, thank you all for being here. So for today, I'm just going to use the red pepper because the Scotch bonnet pepper is kind of spicy, and I don't think my daughter would want that. So I'm using this red, I'm using the what do you call it? McCormick red pepper. I don't know. What kind of pepper do you use? All right. So I hope you guys are feeling at peace while I'm doing this, while I have the music playing in the background. Okay. So I just want to let you know that a lot of moms think they're tired because of what they did today, but most of the time it's because of what they carried. Sometimes a lot of this is mental stress. And oh, thank you so much. The soup, the pot looks pretty. Thank you. A lot of times it's mental stress, and sometimes we feel like we can't do a lot of things, and we're carrying that mental load, and that's what makes us feel exhausted. Not only that, sometimes from just a lot of stress during the day, every day, you know what happens is it kind of breaks down our bodies internally, which makes it feel very hard. If you're on here, definitely say hi, and I'll give you a shout out. So Male Creeblocks, hi, how are you? Thank you guys for the likes. Don't forget to subscribe and share this channel. And thank you so much. This is CL4PZ. He said I'm pretty, or they said I'm pretty. So I just wanted to let you know that sometimes we carry that mental stress. And I just wanted to show you that even though we're here cooking, you can still be at peace. Hi, Alma. How are you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because I do a lot of morning motivation. And I'm just out here motivating moms. And I want you to make good decisions. I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to have any mental stress and basically unspoken emotions. So I wanted to tell you that the Lord, his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So if things are starting to feel heavy for you, it might not all be yours to carry. Sometimes we're carrying it all, just the same way we carry for our whole family. The Lord doesn't want you to carry it all. Thank you, Alma. Alma, thank you so much for saying I'm sweet. Hi, Aries, Maximin, how are you? It's good to have you on here. And so, while I cook, I am practicing letting some of that weight go, because mentally, I really don't need to carry that stress. I've done it before, and I just want to tell you that it's not the best feeling. So, when you come home and cook, enjoy it. So let's go and finish up. I let the pot, kind of brew for a little. So I'm going to start to put in some of my other ingredients, okay? So this is scallion, okay? In Jamaica, we call this scallion. And of course, I'm using this with an American accent so that you guys understand everything that I'm doing. Here in the United States, they call it green onion, but we call it scallion, okay? I'm going to put this into the pot and let it cook. So tell me where you guys are tuning in from. I would love to find out more about your cuisines, from where you come from. When I was on earlier, someone told me that they make a North African dish, and it's called chorda. And so this is Jamaican, and I'm just trying to cut this. I'm putting the scallion in the pot here. Let me know about your own cultural meals. And so I cut up my scallion. I didn't finely dice it. I kind of cut it here. Oh my. Sorry. You know what happened? My son is making ribs. Okay? And I cut up the scallion here. So, to tell you the honest truth, if you see him in the camera, I am so sorry. Jessica said deer. Okay. You have had deer? Oh. Yes, Aries Maximin. Thank you. So I put the scallion in the pot, and all of this is to flavor the pot. Of course, I don't have everything in there. You put a little salt, you put a little pepper. I use sea salt. I started using Celtic salt because it's a little bit healthier for you, and especially if you have high blood pressure. My family doesn't, but it's good for hydration as well. Okay? And so let me cut up the other things, like my meat. So the ribs has been here cooking for the longest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the ribs. Why? Because Once I put the meat in and the meat is cooking with everything, it's gonna flavor the pot, okay? So I'm taking the ribs out of here. Whoops, turned off the wrong thing. Okay, I am taking the ribs out of this pot. You can see the ribs. It looks very white, like no color. And it'll eventually fit in the pot. I'm gonna put this on for a little bit longer. My son is making ribs. And so we're gonna have ribs, hopefully food, for a little while. This way I'm not trying to cook as the snowstorm is here. Yes, Aries Maximum, thank you. I am making, it's a traditional Jamaican style soup. I should have cooked it already, but I was on the road, so I didn't get the chance to do it. But let me take a quick look here. He has the ribs in the oven, but he forgot to cover it with the foil. So let's get the foil. So I'm getting the foil, okay? And I'm gonna have him put the foil on here. So Aries, I am cooking a pot of soup, okay? It's Jamaican style soup. The base is pumpkin. So you can always look that up, okay? I'm gonna take the ribs out of the oven and you guys are gonna see it. My son is actually cooking it, but I'm gonna assist him a little bit. You hear him coughing in the background, so I'm making the soup for him. I'm gonna put the foil onto the, I'm taking out my pot here. I'm gonna put it onto the table here and give him a little bit of help. It's very hot inside. So yes, Aries, I'm cooking some soup. And I'm gonna show you what he's done so far. And eventually he's going to have to do the, want to see the ribs? You guys want to see the ribs that my son is doing? You see this? This is very, very nice. Okay, this is one of them. I'm putting it to the side so I can get the foil onto it for him because he forgot to put the foil on there. Yes, thank you very much, Jessica. Yes, I'm cooking pumpkin soup with yes. It's basically Jamaican pumpkin soup. That's what it's called, Jamaican pumpkin soup. Okay, so that is what I am making. I just showed you one can, the first can with the ribs. We're gonna put that back in because it's definitely has not finished cooking yet. So I'm gonna put the first one back in, okay, into the oven, and then I'm gonna show you what the second one looks like. All right, that's going into the oven. All right, second one coming. Here is the second one with the ribs. My son is doing this, but I am just putting the foil on it for him, okay, to basically cover it up and let it like steam, yeah, so that it gets some steaming in there. All right, he did a great job. All right. No ponies. We're not doing any, yeah. So I'm putting it into the oven here for him. So yes, I know that my son did this. Of course, the foil came off. Whoopsies. Do you know that in life, sometimes we have snafus and snags? When we have the intention to do good, you know what? I'm sorry I had to step away, but he was in charge of doing that. And of course, he didn't know I was gonna go live in the kitchen. So what happened is I ended up having to do it for him. So sorry for the little impromptu cover the ribs kind of a thing. So Back to the soup. I'm gonna lean it to the side so you can see it. I want you to see inside the pot. There's a lot of steam, so it might be a little bit harder. But I have my meat over here. I have the meat. It looks very white. It'll eventually flavor the pot, okay? And I'm gonna cut it up over here. I wanted it to cool a little bit. And if you're on here, definitely say hi. Let me know if you've had any Jamaican style meals before and what you've actually had. So I'm actually taking the meat off the bone, if you want to know exactly what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm taking the meat off of the bone and cutting it up, okay? So basically like shredding it to put it into the soup, like how you make chicken soup and you have the shredded meat, same thing. I am doing that with the ribs. So a little backstory is that we had too much of the ribs, okay? And so what happened is that I said, instead of me buying meat, I will just use the ribs because we had so much already as it is. So yeah, basically it's, you know, ribs by default, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm just cutting it up and I'm just adding it to the soup. All right. So in my house, we make a big pot of soup. And so let me know if you're enjoying the music in the background. And if you're on here, definitely say hi. I'd love to converse with you if you're on here so that I can give you a shout out. All right. So I am cutting up the ribs and I'm putting it into my soup. As you can see here inside the pot. Sorry that you don't see me cutting up the ribs. The pot is so big. Maybe if I moved it right here. I don't know. Can you see me? Can you see what I'm here actually? And this way I can talk with you a little bit better. I'm making some soup. You know, for my son, he's there in the background. You hear him kind of has a little cough. Not sick, but just air has been, it's like warm and then it's cold and then it's warm and then it's cold. The weather just doesn't know what it wants to do. And so I'm cutting up the ribs here. Here is another piece of the ribs. And once I cut it up, I'm putting it into the pot. Thank you all for being on here. Definitely say hi. I would love to converse with you. And let's talk about having some peace. Thank you for sitting with me. It's good to have you on. And mamas out there, so while I'm cooking, remember, I'm enjoying the cooking. Remember, when you come home from a long day, enjoy your cooking. You don't have to be top chef, okay? But enjoy what you do. Enjoy the cooking, okay? Don't let it be a burden. And listen, if you are not the best chef, cook out there, of course, you don't have to be top-notch chef. You just need to feed your children. Make sure the food tastes good, though. And when I say taste good, I mean made with love. Because children, they feel a lot of our emotions. And yes, it comes out in our food or cooking, how the food is presented, all of the above. Okay? And so enjoy it and allow your kids to feel your passion in making that meal for them. Some of the best chefs out there really are men. And so I know we have this idealization that a woman should be in the kitchen cooking when it's not necessarily so. You and your spouse, you and your husband should really figure out who, you know, and what you guys can do. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Put it all together. And that's also a part of the relieving of the stress. Enjoy what you're doing and the stress feels like it'll go away. It's not as bad if you put a little bit of creativity in it. So what I have done with my cooking is I've gone live because now I don't have to cook alone. I can cook with you. This is a part of my peace. And it's hot in here because we have the oven on and I got the stove going. We're just making enough food for the next honestly, maybe 4 days. Because when it is cold out, and I just burnt myself. When it is cold out, we just want that comfort food, you know? And I don't want to have to be slaving over the stove every day. So, we should have enough food to take us through. Honestly, sometimes, let me tell you all. Okay, coming closer. Sometimes I cook more food, and you know what my kids do? They eat more food. Does that happen with you guys? My kids, they will eat more food. And I'm like, I made more food so we can have longer. And man, but overall, my lovely moms out there, you know what? Enjoy what you are doing, because the joy of the Lord is your strength. My pot is there cooking and getting flavor and stuff like that. It is like looking so good. I'll show it to you all in a little. So if you're cooking as well, tell me what you're making. And you know what? Even though you might have had a long day, I want you to drop a heart in the comments and just let me know. Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much. Amen. I want to let you know that 1 Peter 5, verse 7 says that we should cast all our cares on the Lord. Why? Because he cares for us. Sometimes we come home and we have these negative thoughts. Even the anxiety you didn't even realize you were holding. We come home, we're anxious and stuff like that. But we have to remember that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And those who, you're going to end up living by those words. So why not say good things or think good thoughts, This way, the cooking doesn't feel so hard, or it doesn't feel so hurtful. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I had a long day and I have to this and I have to that. Turn it into something good. Speak good words. Yes, thank you, Jessica. If you're on here, say hi. Thank you for being here. This is me cooking and teaching about having that peace, even though life sometimes feels hard. And so I want you to trust in the Lord, because he cares for you, right? Cast your cares on him. Stop trying to do it all on your own. It's one thing to physically do it on, all alone, but my God, when you put the Lord into it, it's just that much better, right? And so I am here making my comfort food soup, and I'm working to enjoy it. But not only that, I came on here to converse with you all, because guess what? We don't have to do it alone. I do have a working moms group, Christian working moms group, where you guys can come onto. It's actually in my, I told my friend it's not a bio. We actually put it in the comments, but I have in my informational bio the information to that group if you would love to join. If you're a mom, you can tell all your friends. They can also join. I do meet monthly. I did not meet this January. Now, to start the year off, this was a little break time, but we will start up again in February. And of course, date to be determined. And it is free. The group is free. We only meet once a month. So if you would love to join, go ahead. This is where we come together, where we love on each other, right? Because we don't have to do motherhood alone. If you need a suggestion, if you want to talk about, especially if you don't want to talk about it with your friends, I'm here cutting up this meat, okay? You guys see me putting it into the pot. It ended up being a lot. So I'm just using it all up here. Hopefully you can see. I don't really have everything set up in a way that you guys can actually see, but I'm hoping you're getting to, see a good amount. But what are you guys cooking? Is anyone actually cooking while I'm here cooking? Are you joining me in the kitchen? This is not a cooking channel. This is a peace channel. And we're doing it together, okay? And so Thank you so much. If you're on here, definitely say hi. I would love to give you a shout out. Guys, ladies, don't let your kitchen feel stressful, but let it be a place of grounding. So when you come with a different idea, a different thought, that you know what, you're feeding your family. Hi, Audrey, how are you? You're providing, okay? You are present, even if it's imperfect. Audrey, I'm here making a pot of soup. We're about to get a snowstorm starting soon, and this is my, traditional Jamaican style soup. And so, I am putting the meat inside right now, even though I know that you would have it without the meat. Okay, so Getty, how are you? Thanks for being on here. You're not cooking, you just finished making a bowl of oatmeal. Oh, okay. So oatmeal, another comfort type food. This morning I had porridge. I usually do the knockoff version of hominy corn porridge, Jamaican style. Oh my gosh, the pot is almost done. And I used my Dutch pot. And let me tell you, the pot is almost done. And the thing is that I made so much. I made a lot. And I'm like, how is this done already? My kids ate. And the thing is that sometimes I'll make more and they'll just eat more. Audrey is saying, what kind of soup? This is the pumpkin soup. I'm making pumpkin soup and my son is making ribs. So we're making food for the next few days so we don't have to cook again for a few days. Okay, let's see how long it lasts because my kids will just eat. Sometimes maybe all of this will just be like 3 days. But yes, I make my own base. If you're just joining me, I was on here and I made the base. And now I'm putting the meat into the pot. Okay, after this, I'm going to put my dumpling inside the pot. All the things that can stay longer, I'm going to put into the pot. And then I'm going to put my provisions in after that. Okay? And so, if you're on here, definitely say hi. And let me know where you're tuning in. This is my peace kitchen. This is not a cooking channel. This is just a time for us to come together and converse, talk, and enjoy some peaceful time. I just wanted to let you know that, Audrey said she was going to be in the area. Okay, well, there's a snowstorm coming, so it's great. All of the United States on the East Coast is getting a snowstorm, and it's going to start tonight. And so it's getting dark, and of course, very soon, except we're probably going to get some ice, and it's not going to be good. But to all my people out here watching, just remember, you look well to the ways of your household, which is great. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it perfectly. It just means faithfully. You're there. You are showing up. You're coming in with peace. So be careful of the thoughts you're thinking. Learn to breathe. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaws. And just take one breath at a time. Deep breathing is really good. Okay? So Isaiah 26:3 says, He will keep us in perfect peace whose minds are stayed on him. So while I'm in the kitchen cooking, do know that I have music playing in the background. So reminds me of the Lord and that he's here with me and that I'm casting my cares on him. So even while I am doing something I feel, sometimes might be hard or long or strenuous, turn on some gospel music. If you were on here earlier, I actually sang for everyone. So who knows, maybe you'll hear me sing again, but I'll be putting that up soon. Hey, come back and you can hear me sing, okay? And so I have all of my meat in here, and I am good. I'm gonna throw the pieces into the garbage. All right, throw those pieces into the garbage. Hi, Getty. Getty asks, what advice would I give newly engaged Christian women entering a marriage, not sure how to be a wife? Wow, what advice? Definitely softly communicate with your husband. And I say softly for a reason, because men don't like to be yelled at. And, you know, one of the number one things is to live by God's word. And when you are in the word, God will direct you. You cannot fail when you do it God's way. And if you don't understand, get with someone who does. Read the Proverbs 31 woman and know, of course, she talks about her child and who is the king and things like that. But she didn't just sit around. You have to understand that your husband, yes, he's the leader of the home, but he's not a commander, as in like you do as he says and he's over you. And no, you see things that he does not see. So as a Christian woman, it's very good to stay in prayer, because you protect inside that home. As much as he's leading, ask the Lord to direct him. And the Lord, sometimes he doesn't see things, but the Lord will show you sometimes what he needs to know. So I'm going to wash my hands because I'm about to put my dumpling into the pot. Okay? I'm about to do the dumpling. Okay? Thank you so very much. And thank you so much for asking that question, iGetty. If you're newly married, go out and enjoy yourself and have fun with your husband. And his friends are your friends, okay? Your friends are his friends. And you know what I mean by that. I don't mean that your best friend is his best friend. I'm just saying you should know each other's friends and who they are. And because it tells you a lot about who he is. And it speaks a lot to his emotions. And, you know, definitely be there for him. And I'm hoping that he'll be there for you. But also, as even though you're newly married, I'm here rolling the dumpling. Even though you're newly married, you have to remember that you need to be whole. And so you don't want to get lost. You still need an aspect of yourself in that marriage. Okay? You need an aspect of yourself and compliment him. Okay? Thank you for the question. Anyone else on here? Moms in peace. Usually I speak to moms and motherhood, but I can answer those questions as well. That is fine. And so, as we're here and we're trying to be at peace, enjoy the time you have no matter where you are. And don't lose yourself. You know what happened to me? I lost myself at one point in time. And I ended up having a health breakdown. It wasn't even like a nervous breakdown. I was so stressed that my body just was like, all right, enough. And so if you feel like your everything is just caring for your children, you need to care for yourself. The Lord said, treat others as yourself. And guess what? If you're treating yourself good, you will treat others good. And not only that, you teach people how to treat you. And so, if you want good treatment, treat yourself good. It's like if you get your hair done every month. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, she keeps herself up well. So guess what? I've got to treat her like a person who is well kept. And how you speak. So you have to think about all of these things, because you have to teach people how to treat you. Okay? And so you don't ever want to be mistreated. And so I'm going to turn this music on again. It actually paused. So you know the music does. Thank you so much. If you're on here, definitely like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And so this is motherhood. You got to care for yourself. I do talk about self-care, but the most important thing is learning to live according to God's word. Because he will keep you, he will sustain you. He asks you to keep, cast your cares upon him because he cares for you. He wants to guide and he wants to keep you. And when you search the word of God, you might not understand everything, but every time you read the word, you get something new from it. You could read the same scripture over and over, but if you take the time to really dig deep, there's so much, a wealth of information in the word of God. I'm not sure if I know what you mean, iGetty. iGetty is asking how to have balance with marriage without compromising one's beliefs. It depends. So here's the thing. With marriage, it's best to marry someone with the same belief system as you. Because when you have different beliefs, one's belief is probably going to take over more so than the other. And the Bible talks about two can't walk together unless they agree. And that has a deeper meaning, but let's just look at the surface. In that it's somewhat difficult when and even in friendships, it's the same thing. But in marriage, if you marry someone who's a different belief system than you, and it's like belief system, political system, you want to have some similarities on the major things, if you get what I'm saying. And so, if you're in a marriage with someone who has different beliefs, it makes it difficult. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have to learn to... You're going to have to be a good keeper at home. That's what the Bible says. Be a good keeper at home. And don't be mistaken. Being a good keeper at home does not mean that you're cook, clean, wash, rub their back. You can do those things. I am saying you're not a slave. But you know your husband. And so you're going to have to find a way of compromise without compromising yourself. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I get it. So they share the same belief, but the Christian husband is not so strong in their walk as the wife. So I get it. That person is going to have to really pray and ask the Lord for direction. Have you ever seen the movie War Room? When Priscilla Shirer, her husband, they were the same belief, but her husband just he wasn't an active Christian. So it's very similar. You're going to have to pray. The hard thing is when that person does not have that strong spiritual belief, or not as strong, especially the man, it becomes very difficult. You're going to have to work very hard. Marriage in itself is difficult, but in that case, when the man is weaker in that area, it kind of leaves your household a little bit open. And so you are going to have to do a lot of praying. I don't even know where I put the spoon. Okay, so... Oh, I think I know where I put it. But I'm going to use something else today. I'm going to use a wooden spoon for now to kind of stir the pot. Alright? You guys want to see what the soup looks like? It is amazing. And this is just the base of it. Here is my lovely, this is my pumpkin soup pot. Let me stir it a little so you can kind of see. There we go. Yes. So I get it. That's a really good question. In that there's a lot of work on your part. Guys, if you're on here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. I do morning motivation, and I just started the cooking in peace because I want to show you that you can be at peace no matter what situation you're in. But, it's going to take a focused mind. You're going to have the right mindset. I walk sometimes. Sometimes we say we can't get any exercise in. In all honesty, I go on my break. I walk for like 20 minutes. Do what you can with, do what you can with what you have. Okay? Do what you can with what you have. All right. This soup pot is coming along. My Jamaican style pumpkin soup. I'm letting it cook. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. So, some of my provisions. First and foremost, I have chocho. This is the Jamaican version. I'm sorry. Yes, this is the Jamaican version of the Spanish version, choyote. So this is what we call chocho. This is, how do I say it? It doesn't have much flavor, but it takes the flavor of what it's in. Um, oh, I get it. You are so welcome for the advice. um, so yes, this is choyote, and it takes the flavor of what is in the pot. And so I like the texture of it. And this is what I actually like to put in my pot. This is part of my provision. So I'm going to cut up my provisions right now. And this is the chayote. And thank you very much. God bless you as well, iGetty. Thank you so much for being on here. Definitely share this channel, like, subscribe. And I would love to see you on again. I'll give you a shout out every time you jump on. I do go live on the weekends. I'm trying to find a good, consistent time where I can meet everyone. But yes, I go walking in the day about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It gets a little difficult now that we are in the winter, but I have been out. I get out a little bit more when it's warmer outside, but it is cold and we're expecting a snowstorm. Okay? Thank you so much for being on here. So, we're enjoying our mom piece. I'm throwing away the pieces. So this is not a cooking channel, but this is a piece channel. So you're gonna see my little imperfections here. I'm throwing out those pieces. Okay. Yes. Listen to the music. Let's jam. Let's all jam together. I don't wanna love nobody like you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. All right, Jessica has to go. Thank you so much for being on here. I know you have to go. And so every now and then, did you guys know I could sing? I just singing out in the blue, but yes. I can't tell you that I love to sing, but I do sing at times. And people say bathroom singers, but I do sing on my choir. And church is actually canceled tomorrow in person because we are getting a snowstorm with some ice. Bye, Jessica. Thank you so much for being on here. And, whoop. So, I wash my hands in between because the chocho can sometimes be a little bit slimy. So, of course, I'm gonna wash it. Love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Yes, so, for all of you who are on here, inside the chayote looks like that. Okay? This is what it looks like when I'm done peeling it. Okay? So I'm gonna cut it in half. And this is what it looks like on the inside. You see that? Yes. And so I cut it. I'm not going to put it in yet because everything is still boiling. I just want to make sure that my meat is fully cooked. It's been boiling for a good while, so it probably is cooked. I just like to make sure it's cooked well. I put in my dumpling to boil. Uh-oh. This chayote is a little bit spoiled. Okay, so we're not going to use that piece. All right? That's my heartbeat. Yes. No greater love makes my heart beat. Yes. So, I don't know why this is looking like this, but we're just going to use one piece of this. Because sometimes things go bad. But even though they might go bad, there's something else waiting. Try not to hold on to too many bad things. Because there are things in life that are bad. And sometimes we try to hold on to them. And you know what? This chayote is not good. And I just spent money on it. But you know what? It happens. I have learned that being a business owner, I got to learn to make decisions. And if the decision isn't good, then I just pivot. Because not everything is going to be great. Because I'm not perfect. We're human. And humans don't always get things right. Go figure. Right? We don't always get everything right. And so, because of that, not everything we do is going to be the best or, work out. But we pivot and we use that as learning experiences, and we make better decisions. Do I yell sometimes? Yes. Do I, because I'm human, sometimes I forget and I get a little overwhelmed. Does that happen to you? You kind of raise your voice and yell, and then I have to think to myself, that didn't do anything. Yelling sometimes doesn't do anything. Sometimes we think it, and especially when dealing with children. For some kids, it doesn't do anything. So let me know how that's going for you. And are you anyone out there cooking with me? I'll give you a shout out. So, as I'm cutting up the chayote, see I cut out the middle, and now I'm cutting it into pieces. So I'm going to show you how I cut it. Small, like it's almost like an apple, okay? It kind of looks like an apple. It has the similar texture like an apple, very similar, but when you cook it, it becomes soft. Just like an apple. Yeah, it's like an apple, very similar texture. If you were to bite it, same thing. Oh, maybe more like a pear. Yes. Very similar. Of course, different flavor, but similar at the same time. Okay. I'm going to be putting some corn into this pot. Okay. The Lord is bigger than the sun and the stars. You hear the music? Thank you so much for listening in. My hands are filled with the chayote. And so now, I am going to peel my carrots. Thank you all so much for being on here and staying with me. I am going to be peeling the carrots, right? I want to ask you, like, if this moment or this time is actually calming you, or you just feel, or you just like to watch, then I just want to let you know that this is what I do with moms regularly. I just help you to bring peace to chaos, peace to a very hard day. And you don't have to do motherhood tense or rushed or even alone. Sometimes if we just come together, even with our friends, our family. I'm gonna shed these carrots. Honestly, I just turned the camera on and I said, you know what? Let me speak to my community. Everything is not perfect. Everything doesn't have to be done perfectly. But good, decently, and in order, yes. But you learn. You make mistakes along the way, but you learn, right? You learn. So I'm here peeling the carrot. I am using a peeler here. And this is actually Cutco brand. So this peeler has been lasting me for many, many years. And it's still nice and sharp. I got this peeler, in all honesty, I got it in like 1998. And it's still going strong. So it's a brand that I used to sell. I don't sell it anymore, but you can look it up online. Cutco, and people come to your house and sell it to you, like, you know, the salesman who comes and knocks on your door kind of a thing. Except these products were good. They have a lifetime warranty on them. And no, I'm not promoting them, but if I was selling them, you know, you could definitely buy it from me, but I don't sell them anymore. That was when, in 1998, okay, I used to sell them. And I have a lot of their products. And this is the peeler since 1998, and it's so strong. Look at this. So they're not supposed to go sharp or go dull. And it's been going strong. So kudos to whoever created this. And basically it just stays sharp, and it peels so well. And so my lovely mothers out there, I'm gonna put a link to my free Christian Working Moms group in the comments eventually if I do put this live, but if not, it's actually in my I don't know what you call it on YouTube. It's not a bio. I know that it's on something else, but in here where you see all of my links, it is actually there. Okay, the link to my Working Moms group is there, so you can sign up and you can tell your friends about it. They can sign up. They can all sign up. You all can sign up. Thank you so much. But so remember, as you are cooking, have that good mindset. So cooking does not have to be hard or boring, or sometimes you can have a hard day. Sometimes just changing gears. You ever been so tired and your child is doing something and you still jump up and get it done? It's the same thing with cooking or anything else that you do. Sometimes we believe we're tired. It's because, you know, life is just like that. Ooh, this pot is looking so good. Life is just like that. We think that we are, you know, tired, but then we go and you start something, and once again you have energy again. So your mind is very strategic in how you handle things. So this is why, you know, you serve God with your mind. And the enemy tries to get in and control your mind. You know, people go crazy and different things like that. Because it's so important. You don't want to lose your mind at all. Okay? You know, I'm using a knife to, I don't even know what you call it, and it rocks. But I'm definitely using a knife to cut these carrots, and I'm going to show you how I've actually cut them. I cut them into these little circles, and then I'm going to put them into the pot eventually. But I think what I'm going to do is put my corn in there. I have to do this. My daughter loves carrots. So I tend to put a lot of carrots into the pot. If you're on here, definitely say hi. Drop in the comments so I can give you a shout out. On here, this is not an actual cooking video, but more so, this is a peace video. I'm on here showing moms that peace is possible, even when we find that it is chaotic, okay? Even when it does feel a little bit hard, it's okay. Hard is okay. Hard doesn't mean that you cannot do it. And I know I'm making a lot of noise here with this, because I think I'm cutting this wrong. But as long as I'm cutting it in my mind, I'm trying to go as fast as possible in doing this. But I have a lot of things in this pot already as it is. And I got to get the corn in here. But, you know, if everybody doesn't necessarily drink the soup, which I think they will, that my daughter's like waiting for the soup. She's like, can I have it? And I'm like, it is not done. Like, it's in the process. You know, when they say your mom's home-cooked soup, we're gearing up for a snowstorm. And I said, I need to get this done. Get everything. I made my base. So for you, all of you who are on here right now, this is what the soup looks like right now. Okay? And I have the dumpling in there. This is the pumpkin that you see that's making that orange color. All right, so the pumpkin is the base, the pumpkin soup. And I am going to be putting corn into my soup, okay? And so I am going to be, here is the corn, as you can see. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the music in the background. Let me know if any of this is resonating with you. Drop in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I want everyone to really enjoy the time that they're on here. Enjoy the music. My little one. Are you enjoying the music? Nobody like you, Lord. Yes. Nobody like you, Lord. Come on, guys, sing with me. Everybody say, oh, oh. on, guys. Come on in and enjoy the peace. Nobody like you, Lord. Yes, everybody say yeah. Oh, nobody like you, Lord. I'm trying to cut everything on this one cutting board. Can you believe that? You know, I do have another cutting board. I don't know why I didn't think to just take it out and utilize it. I'm gonna cut the carrots over here. There's nobody like you, Lord. Yes. Nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. You guys enjoying the music in the background? Let me know if this is resonating with you. If you are feeling at peace, just enjoying the cooking, the fellowship, the friendship. Thank you so much for being on here. Yes. She said, Lord, you're a shield for me. Come on, guys. Come on in and enjoy the peace together. Yes. Oh, nobody like you, Lord. Come on, guys. Sing with me. Nobody like you, Lord. Woo! I'm cutting up corn over here, right? I just cut all of these things off. Come on, guys. Sing with me. I want you to be at peace and enjoy cooking, the fellowship, the time. You are my glory, Lord. Oh, nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. Come on, guys, join me. If you're on here, definitely say hi. I want to give you a shout out, okay? There's nobody like the Lord. Yes. Thank you all for being on here. And drop a comment, and I would love to give you a shout out. Love to have you all on here. Yes. Thank you. I'm cutting up some corn. If you guys are just joining me, then drop a comment. I'd love to say hi, give you a shout out. Okay? Nobody like you, Lord. Let's sing it together while we cook, because this is a peace kitchen. This is not a cooking class, but a peace kitchen. I am making my traditional Jamaican food, right? So sing with me. Nobody like you, Lord. Hi. Hi, Sam. How are you? What's the 12? Thank you for the heart. I am back and I'm making my traditional Jamaican pumpkin soup. Sing with me. Nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. Everybody say, oh, oh. This is my peace kitchen. All right? Yes. This is my peace kitchen. This is not actual cooking class. But just a time for us to come together. Sam, I have already gotten the soup going. And hello, come on, guys. Everybody sing with me. While I'm in the kitchen, I'm just here having fun. Thank you all for being here. Nobody like the Lord. Come on, guys. Look. This is my traditional Jamaican pumpkin soup. Yes. And sorry you guys aren't here, but I am telling you that I know that this is going to be so good. And, oh, I'm a 12? 12 out of what? 12 out of 12? Thank you, Sam. And for those of you who are just joining me, this is my peace kitchen. I come on and I let moms know that peace is possible no matter where you are, right? You know, you're exhausted, you come home and you come to cook. Enjoy your cooking. Turn on the music. Start singing. I mean, have fun. Have fun, right? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Come on, everybody sing. Healer. We worship, we lift you up. Come on, guys, sing with me. Thank you. Let's enjoy our time in the kitchen. You feeling stressed? Are you feeling like you're having a hard day? Sing. When trouble's in your life, sing praises. All right. Yes. When trouble is in your life, sing praises. And so I'm prepping everything for the wonderful pot. Nobody like the Lord. Nobody like the Lord. Everybody say, oh, oh, oh. Nobody like the Lord. Nobody like the Lord. Guess what, guys? I'm getting the rest of the corn over here. Okay. I'm actually going to put the rest of this into the freezer. But I hope you're enjoying the music in the background as well. Because, you know, that's kind of what I'm singing to at the same time. But guys, enjoy the time you have in the kitchen, right? Guys, enjoy the time you have in the kitchen. All right? And so, do you guys have a song that you like to listen to? Right now, let me hear. Let me see what is on. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Yeah, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Yes, yes, yes. Love. Thank you so much. Enjoy the time you have in the kitchen. Turn the music on, all of the above. Do it. Just do it. No matter if you're in the car, sing a song. If troubles are in your life, sing a song. If you're having a hard day, sing a song. Or you know what? Come onto my channel. Hit me up. Let me help you. I'll get a song for you to sing. So one thing I learned is that, you know, music is very powerful. And so, yes, if you're having a hard day, death and life is in the power of the tongue. You can change the trajectory of your day. You can just get together with a good friend that has a good word for you. You know that? And like I said, words are just so powerful. 12, 12, 12, 12. Thank you so much. So the song has actually changed in the background. But what was I singing? Nobody like the Lord. Nobody like the Lord. Everybody say, oh, oh. Come on, guys, sing with me. Nobody like the Lord. Nobody like the Lord. Enjoy the time you have. Allow your children to see you having a good time because they learn to regulate through how you do it as well. I'm listening to the song in the background now. Victory belongs to Him. Yes. Oh, victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Him. Come on, guys. Victory belongs to Jesus, right? Victory belongs to Jesus. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. And so, learn to speak good words to yourself. I'm cutting up some corn. I'm going to put them into the freezer because, of course, I don't want them to spoil. Don't want my corns to spoil. I bought, you know when you go to the, I don't want to say warehouse, Costco, and you buy things in bulk? Except I have a lot of them and I don't want them to spoil. So I am cutting them up. Yes. Yes, Sam. You're a profile. I find my victory in you. Forever victorious. Forever we win. Victory in you. Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Him. Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Him. Whoops, sorry. Guess what, guys? My son is making ribs. And I just happened to be in the kitchen as well. So the timer just went off for him to actually check the ribs. If you were here earlier, you would see that I took the ribs out and I showed you what they looked like, and I just covered them up so that they can, what do you say, like steam? Yeah, I just needed them to steam somewhat because they've been in the oven for a little while, and you know, I just want it to come out really good and nice and soft and juicy. So guess what? Victory belongs to Jesus. Thank you so much, Sam, for the hand wave. So the timer went off, and it's time for us to check those ribs. And I'm sure my son hears me saying this to you, because you know kids are like that. But he'll probably just leave it and say, "Ah, Mom will check it." You know, kind of a thing. So, yes. So guess what? I guess I'll be checking the ribs and creating or making the sauce. So I'm going to use some barbecue sauce, and I put everything kind of like right here, right? So my pot is over here kind of just like boiling. I want to make sure the meat is cooked before I put anything else inside the pot. Thank you all for just being here with me. I told you I do sing at times, not all the time, but this is kind of impromptu, and I just started doing this. Let me know if this is resonating with you and it's something you like. I'm just trying it out here. Thank you, Sam. High five to you too. Much appreciated. I'm like putting everything away because when I cook, what happens is I like to clean and cook. So when I am finished cooking, you know what happens? The place is clean. I mean, clean. Nothing on the counter. I wash and cook it. There's nothing left in the sink. So, you see me cleaning up. I know I move in and out of the camera, but it's because I'm putting everything away. So you know what? I think I've cut everything up that actually needs to go into the pot. So I just need to make sure now that, and of course I have a little noodles. This is brown rice noodles. You can get them at the Asian store. Oh no, Costco has them, right? So lovely, moms. Don't forget, cast your cares on the Lord because he cares for you. Okay? So, yes, thank you so much. Before we go, I want to thank you all for just being here. Victory belongs to Jesus. We're going to change the song, and we are going to go to, whoa, I think this is the first time I'm hearing this song. Mav is Look. Oh, I'm not sure. But thank you so much for, oh, okay. Thank you so much. So, I am going to be putting my corn into the freezer. Of course, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do it once I am off here. But I'm going to show you my cutting board with the things I'm putting inside my pot. All right? So, I have the brown rice noodle here. See that? Okay. Then I have, chocho. Remember I told you about the chocho? This is choyote, chocho. Okay. And then I have carrots. Right? This is a nice hearty soup. I have corn. Everything else went in already. Okay? Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Share this with your friends. Share this with your friends. So victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to him. Cast your cares upon him and enjoy every aspect of your life. There is, there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. So the Lord wants you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And so you might feel tired, but enjoy your time. Some people can never say they're tired because they don't have a family to tend to. The next time you feel tired, say, Lord, I am thanking you for my family. I'm thanking you for this tiredness because it means you have blessed me. Thank the Lord for the blessings and learn to enjoy instead of making it feel like a burden. Okay? And so, of course, now what we're going to do, I'm going to taste the pot. Guys, when you're tasting the pot, you take a little and you put it in your hand. Don't do it from the spoon. Okay? All right. Let's check and make sure this meat, I'm gonna tell you, it's hot. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my gosh. It's a little spicy, but it's good. I'm trying to think what else I could put in here. I need a little bit more salt. Just a little. Actually, you know what? I just need a little bit of salt. Okay? I use sea salt. Woo. I started cooking with Celtic salt, but I ran out. So I don't have any more of that. But this soup tastes so good. Like, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put my thyme in there. How could I forget my ingredients? I was like, I know it's missing something. Okay, so I put a lot of thyme in there. You can really, thyme has a lot of flavor, okay? And I put my allspice in there, and I just put a little salt. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my corn in. These are things that are not gonna just like mush out. I'm gonna add some water to this because as much as it tastes good, it needs a little bit more water. So I'm gonna have to flavor it a lot, okay? The pot needs water because I'm putting in a lot of provisions here. Oh! If you really celebrate God, say A-O. So if you're on here, definitely say hi. I would love to converse with you. Like, I love you all on here. I'm gonna put everything in here and let it cook. And like I said, I just kind of watered it down because I needed more water in the pot. So I put a lot of stuff in here. I'm putting in my carrots. I'm gonna put in the chocho. I'm just gonna let everything cook for like 20 minutes. And I'm gonna really flavor this pot. If you could see it, oh my goodness. I'm gonna show you in a little bit, all right, what this pot of soup looks like. It's a rich, hearty pot, and I think I put everything in it. One thing I don't have, well, I'm gonna really put, what do you call it? I'll put my noodles in last. I'm gonna put some more water in here because the pot was so good just a while ago. I'm just putting a little bit more water in here to kind of fill it up. You guys want to see what this pot looks like? Sorry, I know my energy kind of just went down. But it is cleanup time. I put everything inside the pot. Okay? Victory belongs to Jesus. And the more you sing and the more you enjoy, is the easier and the faster it will go. So I'm going to put a little salt in here again because, you know, this definitely needs flavor. I'm going to put a little adobo seasoning because we want to flavor it nicely. I don't want to put too much because then it's going to taste like I'm cooking, you know, food. And it's going to have that foodish taste. And so I'm going to make a sauce for the ribs that my son had. I'm going to take this out. Hear my cry, oh Lord, attend unto my prayer. Let me get a bowl. From the ends of the earth, I cry unto thee. Come on, guys, come on in. So I'm going to make the sauce in this nice clear bowl. I'm going to put it right here on the stove. Okay? That is higher than I. This is Jamaican reggae gospel, okay? This is Jamaican reggae gospel. So we're gonna need a lot of this barbecue sauce in here, okay? So this is me trying to help you along with really enjoying. So what I'm gonna do is I think that I'm gonna add some water to this and making the sauce for the ribs and just teaching. If you're on here, you just came on, thank you so much. Drop in the comments, say hi. I would love to converse with you. And just let you know, this is not a cooking channel. This is a peace channel. Teaching moms that peace is possible. Even when you're feeling hard, or life just feels hard in general. When life is feeling hard and overwhelming, that you can still be at peace. Here, I'm making my traditional Jamaican pumpkin soup. Thank you so much for being on here. I'm gonna have to flavor that pot again because, you know, it's, how do I say? The pot is, I just kind of watered it down, okay? So, I just put a little bit of ketchup and barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put a little bit of soy sauce on here. Just a little, just a tip. And, do I want a little bit of salt? Just a tip. Just a tip. But definitely put a little pepper in there. I'm gonna take the cover of this off. No, you know what? I'm not gonna water it down. But I am going to Strong Tower from the yes, yes, yes. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. That is higher than I don't really have like a brush. Come on, guys, sing with me. This is the Peace Kitchen. We are cooking together. And so, in my drawer right here, that is, of course, it did break, but that's what happens when you have children. Things break. So, I am going to stir this with my handy dandy spoon, right? I'm making the sauce for the ribs. I think that I should probably put some jerk seasoning in here, right? You guys think I should put some jerk seasoning in here? Maybe. Put a little jerk seasoning. Do I have any? I don't. Oh yes, I have some jerk seasoning. Look, this is Grace Jamaican jerk seasoning. I'm gonna add this. Really and truly, I should have used the spoon on this already. I'm just putting a little for a little bit of flavor. Okay? Thank you guys for being on here. I'm putting Jamaican jerk seasoning into my sauce for the ribs. So this is my Peace Kitchen. This is not necessarily a cooking channel, but I just finished putting on a pot, it's right here, of Jamaican pumpkin soup. And now I'm doing the sauce for the ribs, okay? So my son is making ribs, but because I went live, okay. All right. So hopefully this is going well. I'm going to take it out of the oven. From the enemy, yes. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. That is higher than I. Hi, Jessica. Yes, I'm still on here. So I'm taking the ribs out of the oven right now, and I'm going to put some gravy. I'm going to put some sauce on the ribs. All right. That is higher than I. I'm going to do one at a time because it's kind of hot. I got to close that. Yes. So, Jessica, when you were on here earlier, I have completed putting everything into the pot. So now the pot is basically what you would say is cooking down. Okay? So, this is what my pot looks like with the corn and everything in it. Okay? And so, the cover is now on. And now the pot will cook. All right? Let everything cook together and get the flavor. You know what I mean? So now I'm taking the ribs out of the oven. Woo! These ribs look so nice. I am going to put some barbecue sauce onto the ribs. The ribs have been in there for a while. And I've been on here singing, so you missed all of my singing and everything. Miss Jessica, is it raining outside as yet? Because I know we're supposed to be getting a storm. but I don't know what it is actually doing out there. Okay. Can use me. I give myself away. I didn't intend to put any sauce on the other side, but I think that I can do that. I think I may have put my knife away. I give myself away so you can use me. All right, so it started raining. Wow, okay. Thank you for that information. All right. So of course, whoops. I'm putting the gravy onto the ribs here, and hopefully, you know, all will come out well. Kind of just putting, I don't even know if this is going to be considered gravy, but thank you so much for being here. I am putting the sauce onto the ribs.
It's not done.
Soon, guys, the soup will be finished, and when it is done, of course, I'm going to share it out. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll put a post on here and show you what that bowl of soup will look like. Okay, so I finished the first set of ribs with the, hello, Eddie, how are you? Thank you so much for being on here. Let me show you the ribs that my son was making. Of course, I'm finishing it up. Here are the ribs, and of course, a lot of the oil came out of it. Yeah, so I'm about to put this into the oven. So my son was doing this, but seeing that I came into the kitchen and started to go live, he has kind of stayed out of the kitchen. And so I'm just finishing it up for him. I hope you're enjoying the music in the background. You guys missed it. I was singing for everyone. All right, here we go. I give myself away. Yes, come on, come on. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. Come on, guys, this is my peace kitchen. And in this kitchen, I don't like to be sad and somber. You're gonna call American Idol, Eddie? I'm too old for American Idol. But thank you so very much. We're putting the rest of this onto the ribs. Yes, can use me. I give myself away. Come on, everybody, join me. I give myself away so you can use me. My life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself to you. Come on, guys, join me in the kitchen. Let's have fun. My life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself to you. Come on, guys. Come on, everybody. Come on in. And let us enjoy our time in the kitchen. This is not a cooking show. This is my peace kitchen. You're singing in the car with me? Thank you so much. Sing along. Music is playing in the background. Come on, sing along with me. Yes. So if you're ever feeling stressed or, having a hard time or, you're down, throw on some music, right? Throw on some gospel music and allow the Lord to talk to you. Sing. When trouble's in your life, sing praises, right? To you I belong. I give myself to you. My son doesn't always like sauce. So I'm going to get another spoon and just put the oil on top. I give myself to you so you can use me. Take my heart, take my life, I'm as a living sacrifice. All my dreams. Oh, another song. Forever you will be. Woo! Lamb upon the throne, forever you will be. You hear the song? This is my mother motivated peace kitchen. As I am, guys, have fun. Get into the kitchen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll pop up into your feed. But I do weekly motivation and, impromptu come on live. I decided I would cook and sing to you today because peace is possible. You can have peace today, and, your everyday doesn't have to be stressful or hard. I'm going to put this back into the oven. So this is not a cooking show, but this is my peace kitchen. When troubles are in your life, sing praises, okay? Sing praises. Praises to your name, oh God, for your name is great, greatly to be praised. I sing praises to your name. Come on, guys, sing with me. Oh, God, praises to your name. Sing with me. Oh, God, for your name is great and greatly to be praised. I'm wiping off the stove. I have corn. It is non-GMO corn. I found non-GMO corn. Hopefully it's good. On a regular, I don't put corn. This is only because I found non-GMO corn, but usually I don't put corn into my soup. This is a rare occasion. And greatly to be praised. Sing with me, guys. So yes, this soup, I don't usually put corn, but I did today. And I'm gonna show you what the pot looks like. Okay, and so I'm gonna show you what the pot looks like. Let me know, can you see it? This is what my Jamaican pumpkin soup is looking like. Does non-GMO corn actually exist? If it's not in the United States, I think it does exist. I think you can get some corn in Mexico. I'm not exactly sure, but I found non-GMO corn. And because in the United States, corn is just naturally GMO. And I don't usually buy corn, but when I do, I try my best to get the non-GMO version. But if you are here in my Peace Kitchen, I'm hoping that you're feeling at peace. This is not just a cooking class, but a time for you to say, I can have peace in no matter what situation that I'm in. Yes. And so I hope that you are enjoying. Guys, eat good and eat well most of the time. Every now and then you're going to have things in your body or toxins and sometimes even our drinking water. But for the most part, I try my best to eat healthy. I eat a lot of veggies. I eat a lot of good food. Not too many carbs, but I do have some carbs. Here's the thing. You need to know your body. and how you react to certain things, because not everyone's body is the same. Well, one thing that I started doing was detoxing. And there's this supplement that my mother sells. She works in a health food store. And for 2 weeks straight, I did a detox and flush. And actually, I started slimming down. And and then I started a kidney liver a detox, and that helped even more. So even though you have all these toxins in your eating and stuff like that, it is really good to detox. I'm putting up the timer here. It's very good to detox yourself every once in a while, at least twice a year, you know? And so I started doing that. And I realized that I had a lot of backup and I was having a few little pains here and there. But once I started detoxing and healing my body, those pains started to go away. And so pharmaceutical medicines are for emergencies, meaning Western medicine. But I do a lot of natural healing, and I like to cook, because even though you get foods in the supermarket, sometimes they're toxic just the same. But, and like if you go out and eat and stuff like that, it's better to cook at home. And so this is what I'm doing. We are actually preparing for a snowstorm, snow and ice. And what I'm doing is just getting food ready so I'm not cooking every day. And I made some soup. My son made some ribs. We can have vegetables with the ribs and things like that. So maybe tomorrow I'll make some veggies to go along with it. But today they probably eat it with some rolls, you know how kids are. But for the most part, we can have something for lunch. My kids eat a lot because I have teenage boys. But you know how teenage boys eat. So I don't know how long the food is going to last. But I made enough that I don't have to be in the kitchen all the time. You said to put some more water. Actually, I added more water to the soup, but I don't want to water it down too much because then it's going to lose its flavor. And then I'm going to have to season it all over again. So I'm going to taste it now because it's been here cooking for a little while. Guys, you take the spoon and then you put it in your hand and taste it. It's very hot. Woo! You know, I put a little bit too much thyme in here. Remember, I just kind of threw it in and I said this makes a lot of flavor. But for the most part, I'm thinking that the soup is pretty good right now. I don't think it needs anything extra. I'm gonna put a little bit more adobo in there. It doesn't need any saltiness. Guys, I don't usually cook with adobo, but the soup needed a little more flavor. I think I put a little bit too much thyme in it. But other than that, the soup is really good. I just need to let it cook. Thank you all so much for being on here with me. Yes, I added some more water to the pot, and I'm showing you what the pot looks like. It's pretty full. Yeah, it's pretty full, and I have lots of things in there. So this is like a hearty meal, and my daughter's here waiting for it. I'm like, oh my gosh, is it done? And she keeps asking me, and I'm like, not yet. All right, so it needs to just kind of fuse, like cook together. I'm gonna let it go for a little bit more, and basically everything should be done. And it's nice and early. I mean, not very early, but you know, we're gonna be up for a little. So everything has basically been canceled because a snowstorm is coming. And so we're gonna be home, and like I said, I make comfort foods so that we can kind of relax and get it done. Yes. So Audrey is saying if you're not eating well, you got to detox and flush and do a parasite cleanse. Yes. And so this is what I'm actually working on. So for all of you who are on here, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel with your friends and your family. I do morning motivation during the week just to get your day started right. Remember that this is a peace channel. I motivate mothers. I have a lot of men on my channel, funny enough. I have a lot of men on my channel, and they have been so insightful and learning about motherhood as well. but for the most part, they really respond to the information that I give. And one thing I notice is that a lot of men, they need motivation just like moms, right? So fathers need motivations, mothers need motivation. But for the most part, I am mother motivated, motivating mothers because I'm a mother. If you find that this information does resonate with you, great. Send it to your friends and your family. And definitely go back and watch my videos. Critique, let me know what you would love to see. So I started cooking and doing my talks because one of my subscribers actually said, hey, why don't you do cooking? So I said, okay. And so this is why I'm here. I want to bring you the content that resonates with you. And I hope that this is resonating with you. But just to let you know that peace is possible. You can have peace no matter where you are and no matter what you're doing. Sometimes life, you go through seasons. There's a time and a place for everything under the sun. And we go through seasons. And so I don't know what season you might be in right now, but when trouble's in your life, sing praises. And I was on here singing with you guys. Thank you for being here. Audrey said to do some blood cleanse too. But no matter what season you're in, remember that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And you will definitely live by the words you speak. And speak life. Speak good health. So that, you know, you will have good in your life. Because you will live by it. And not only that, your mental state makes a difference in how your body acts. And so if you are using the Word of God practically in your life, I believe that every issue of life can be found in the Word of God. And you can search the Word multiple times and get different things out of it. What you get may not be what I get, but you know, there are principles. And if you follow those principles throughout your life, you will be successful. Everyone thinks that success is money, but success isn't always money. You can be successful in many areas of your life. And so definitely stay with me and connect. I do have a summit coming up, Motherhood Made Easier Through God's Word. And I would love to see many of you sign up. So definitely tell your friends and family. Of course, I'll drop the link here when that does go live. It'll be in March. So hopefully you're all around to hear about it. On my channel. Don't forget to share this channel with your friends and family and join my Christian Working Moms group. We go live on Zoom and we get to talk personally. We could talk about everything motherhood. We just meet once a month. We didn't meet this January. This is a refreshing time. But February we'll get back into it. And I want to say that I love you all. Thank you so much. My soup is almost done. The ribs are almost done. And thank you so much for being on here with me. And just remember, oh, nobody like the Lord. Nobody like the Lord. And I want to say, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much to everyone who has come out and watched me make my traditional Jamaican pumpkin soup and finish off my son's ribs because he put it in the oven and I'm already here. So I just kind of finished it because I'm on live. I love you. See you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll meet you out here. Bye-bye. Thank you for the love.